Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, back with another build, and today I've got something kind of weird, because I built something that I haven't seen anybody else build, but they exist all over the world. Subdivisions. So, we got a new subdivision being built here, multiple homes. Now, I will say, I was really nervous whenever I had this in a public world, because just someone coming over and starting to repair all my walls would drive me insane. But I managed to get through it, though I will admit I may have accidentally repaired everything at one point and then had to go back and break it all. Not my finest moment, but it's alright. I eventually re-broke everything, and we now have this lovely construction area set up. Actually have the perfect use for my turbo fert. I did try to keep mannequins to a minimum here. I did kind of think about maybe not putting any in, but nah, I mean, I had one stored, so why not go ahead and use it? So, some of the structures are in various stages of being built, but up here we have the model home. Which then you look at it, so we're working on basically 3 foundations, and I'm attempting to put everything in those 3 foundations that you would need in a home. Also, my doorbell, I know it's on the wrong side, but for some reason you can't properly place that doorbell on the right side, and it drove me crazy. So inside, you walk in, you got a nice little kitchen area set up. I mean, it's pretty cozy in here. But I did manage to squeeze, I think, everything necessary in here. Of course, we got the little living room area set up. And then off to the side, we have like the washroom, I'm going to call it, because you take a shower, and you got your washer and dryer in here. Really trying my best to fit everything necessary in one tiny little space. And then if you're wondering, well, what about the bedroom? You gotta have a bedroom. Well, we go up the little makeshift ladder, and that's gonna lead us to the bedroom. Jump up. There we go. Nothing too overly fancy. But again, I think I did about the best I could with the tiny amount of space I had available. Now, I'll tell you what's crazy, though. If you paid attention to the sign at the beginning of this, it said homes from the 76s. Which would mean that these tiny homes would start out around 76 grand. Which does kind of make sense given the economy in the game and how expensive everything was. That even a tiny home would be like 76 grand. So, we got a little hangout area. They converted this one into a little break room kind of spot. Now, next door to this is probably the closest home to being completed. Obviously, the siding on it's not done. They haven't really got to the interior. Kind of had a wall breakout and just all sorts of stuff just pouring in. Kind of ruining it, but, you know, it's the apocalypse, so it's got to be a little bit messed up. Plenty of stuff on display. Now, this one is more built as if someone in the wasteland has just moved into it. We got a squatter that hangs out here, alright? So, again, working with a small space, but nowhere near what the model home is. Though it is partially complete. Also, I was trying to squeeze in the workbenches here and there. And I'm not a huge fan of this one, but it was about the best spot I could find to try to work it into the build. Try to get this door closed. So again, closest thing to being completed. And then next door to it, we have another partial building. Again, trying to work in some of the workbenches here and there where I can. Though it would make it interesting whenever you got to run around to craft stuff. Well, I got to run over here to building 1. Now I got to go over to building 4. Also, we're totally building this on a burial ground because, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It'd be haunted? No, I mean, pretty sure everything's haunted around here anyway, so what's it matter? But that's my nice little suburb built on a graveyard. Good times, right? But that's going to wrap this one up. Don't worry, I'll be back next week with another build. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.